How do you build your income? It's very important that you should know what income is. What is income? Income is the money you received in exchange for your labor or your products or your service. That's your income. Income is money that you received, money that you got paid, okay, in exchange for your labor, in exchange for your products, and in exchange for your service, okay? Now, I want to ask you a question. For businesses, income is profits. We know that for businesses, income stands as profits. We also know that for workers, income is wages or salary. Am I correct? For workers, income is wages, income is salary for workers, okay? And for government, income is tax, income is revenue. I want you to interact with me in this meeting today. I want to be sure that you're following me. For the government, income is tax, income is revenue. True? Now, I want to ask you, if income is for a businessman, profit, if income is for workers, wages or salary, if for the government, income is tax or revenue, then I want to ask you, what is income for network marketers or social entrepreneurs? I want you to answer me on the chat handle. For businessmen and women, it's profits. For employees, it is wages or salary. And for the government, it is tax or revenue. Now, for network marketers, what do you think income is? For social entrepreneurs, what do we call income? Commission, leverage, compensation. Wow. Benefits, earnings, bonuses. Well, everybody here, you have spoken correctly. It is leverage, it is residual income, it is compensation, what have you. But then look at this here. Income to the social entrepreneur. Is it your encashment? What will you call income? Will you call income your encashment? Will you call income that money that the company paid you, that encashment you did? If I may ask, when last did you do encashments? When last did you encash? It's a food for thought. Okay, when last did you encash and how much did you encash? Okay, is it your encashment? Is it your new rank? Will you say that income is the new rank that you have achieved or you want to achieve? Will you say that income is your new achievements that you want to achieve or that you have achieved? Or will you call income your new partner, that new partner that joined your business? Can you call that person your income? What will you call income as a social entrepreneur? Is it encashment? Is it new rank? Is it your new achievement? Or is it your new partner? Okay. Now, to each man his own. Everybody is answering what they think income is. But then look at this here. Let me show you this. Income is the sum total of benefits that you received from engaging in the income producing activities. Income is the sum total of the benefits you received from engaging in income-producing activities. The total benefit you got when you engage in income-producing activities, we can call that income. It is the sum total of revenue paid to the distributor for doing and getting a large number of people to do little consistent income-producing activities over a period of time. The total money you were paid for engaging in the income-producing activities and getting a large number of persons to do little consistent efforts over a period of time can be called your income in network marketing. The total money you have been paid. Check your DTC. Go to your cumulative. The total money that you were paid there, that's the sum total of the revenue you have generated for engaging in or cooperating with your team to do consistent income-producing activities over a period of time. Somebody might now be asking, what are income-producing activities? What are the income-producing activities? Number one is prospecting. Okay, prospecting is an income-producing activity. When you engage in prospecting, you are practically engaging in income-producing activities. Another income-producing activity is inviting. When you engage in inviting, you are engaging in the income-producing activities, okay? Another one, income-producing activity is what we call closing, okay? When you close and when you are engaging in closing, you are actually doing the income-producing activities, okay? Another thing that can help you in generating income is what we call follow-up. When you're following up, you are practically engaging in the income-producing activities. Another income-producing activity is starting a new distributor right. Starting a new distributor right. That is an income-producing activity. And then another income-producing activity is promoting events. Okay? When you engage in these activities, you are actually embarking on and practicing the income-producing activities. So let me ask you, as an active partner, how many of us prospected today? If you prospected today, go to the chat and let me know you prospected today. How many did you prospect today? Did you prospect today? How many did you prospect today? Okay, did you prospect and how many? Okay, don't tell me I went to prospect, I did 5. I went to prospect, I tried my best, I did 10. You didn't prospect. Okay, so did you prospect today? How many people did you prospect today? Okay. You see, I'm seeing somebody say, I prospected 2. I prospected 2. What kind of prospecting are you talking about? Did you give out flyers? If it was flyers you gave out, questionnaires you gave out, and you gave out 2, and you gave out 6, you did not prospect today. Oh. You did not prospect. I'm telling you. If you did 3, you did not prospect. If you tell me that you added 2 contacts to your list, you have a list where you're generating, you collect contacts of your friends, what have you. So you added 2 people to your list according to Eric Worre. It's a different game, okay? But then if you are saying that today you engage in the income producing activity and all you were able to do is 2. Hey, I am sure that you are not yet ready for the success we are talking about. If you know how many is the basic number that an active partner is supposed to prospect every day? How many? How many should an active partner prospect every day? What's the ideal number an active partner should prospect daily? As an active partner, I want you to go back to the book. I want to refer you to the book, Your First Year in Network Marketing. When you go to the book, Your First Year in Network Marketing, go back and begin to read the stories of people who ran the race before you. Okay? You're going to find out one woman there. That woman, she engaged in the income producing activity. In fact, at a point in time, she was part-time, but as a part-timer, when she was going home from work, she must do the numbers. In fact, Your First Year Network Marketing recommends that you should not remove your leg from the throttle once you start off on your network marketing journey as a beginner. So prospecting your numbers matters. Somebody say at least 30. I think I will agree with the person that said at least 30. You should do at least 30 as an active partner, okay? The next income producing activity is inviting. So I want to ask you, how many of us invited today? If you invited today, let me see you on the chat and tell me you did today. Tell me how many you were able to invite. Did you invite today for tomorrow's events in your offices? How many did you invite? If you invited, how many did you invite? Aha. I'm seeing 2. I'm seeing 7. Let me know your answer on the chat handle. I have some good hundreds of persons on this meeting. I'm not expecting to see like 3 responses or 4 responses. Okay. Somebody said I invited 12, I invited 10, I invited 5. Wow. I'm seeing numbers here. Oh. I'm seeing some numbers here. Did you invite for tomorrow, the event in your office tomorrow? If yes, how many did you invite? Okay. Now I can see people inviting, and I'm seeing 4, 18, 15, 2. Now I want to ask you on the chat handle, if you know the answer, tell us. How many should an active partner invite daily? How many should an active partner invite daily? How many should an active partner invite daily? How many? Minimum of how many? How many invitations daily? Okay, I'm seeing 50, I'm seeing 35, I'm seeing 25, I'm seeing 20. Now, all your answers you have done noble. I'm still going to revisit this point as we proceed on this training. But do you know what? As an active partner, with the way things are today, I will recommend that you should confirm 40 book course. And if you don't confirm 40 book course, you should not go below 30. It should be between 30 and 40. Or if you can do more, but don't go below this. Okay, so inviting. So now those of us who did 10 and 15, will you say that you invited today? Will you say you invited today? Pareto principle, the principle of optimality, says that if you invite 15, how many are you expecting? Pareto principle, the law of optimality, says if you invite 15, how many are you expecting? You're expecting 2, you're expecting 5. Answers. Do you know what? Pareto principle states that for every 10, you should expect 1. For every 10, except your skill became so good. Okay, so good. So you should do your numbers. I'm coming to that. The next thing is presenting. Okay. Our anchor told us of how he could not present for 3 days because his health was bad and he felt so bad about it. Question is, how do you feel when you don't present as an active partner? As an active partner, you're supposed to learn how to present. You're supposed to learn how to draw circles. At work, you are drawing circles for your colleagues. In your office, you are drawing circles. As a businessman, you're drawing circles. As a businesswoman, you're drawing circles in your office, in your shop, what have you. Okay? So let me ask you, how many of us closed today? Did you close any deal today? As an active partner, you are supposed to be closing deals. How many of us closed deals today? Let me know on the chat handle. Please, I don't have all the time. How many of you closed deals today? Did you close a deal today? Tell me. Did you close a deal today? I closed a deal today. Let me see you on the chat handle. I closed 2. I closed 4. Yes. See, any active partner that does not close deals, we should begin to look at that active partner with 2 eyes to know whether that active partner is really active or a nominal partner. I see many people saying I closed 2. I'm impressed. I give you accolades. Congratulations. I closed 1. Yes, that's what we are talking about. Okay. You should close deals every day. So all the people who close deals today, congratulations to you. Keep it up and do another one tomorrow. Okay. So closing, follow up. What about follow up? How many of us followed somebody up today? How many of us followed up somebody today? You did follow up today. Let me see you on the chat handle. I followed up somebody today. You followed up. If you followed up somebody today, let me know. How many people did you follow up to? Did you follow up? How many people did you follow up? I followed up 10. I followed up 15. I followed up 1. I followed up 6. You should make follow up a lifestyle. Okay? You don't stop following up until the person signs up, until the person connects to your business. You must keep following up. Okay? As an active partner, you must follow up every day. The fortune is in the follow up. Follow up is the holy grail. Okay? Am I communicating to somebody? The next thing is that you must start a new distributor rights. How many of us started somebody up right today? You helped somebody to start up right today. Let me see you. You helped somebody to start up right today. Do you know what? Starting up a new distributor rights is one of the core focus of our business, because if you can help more people get started right, you will definitely build more leaders. Do you know what? If your team members are not in this meeting now, if you're the only person in this meeting now and your team members are not here, you are not starting them right. If you're the only person getting this training today, you're not starting them right. What about promoting events? Okay, did you promote the next event? Did you promote the next event? The highest paying skill in our business is what? The highest paying skill in our business according to Eric Worre, is what? If you can promote more events. As an AP member, if you can promote more events, soon you become a Kingsman. Soon you become a Kingsman. Okay? Now, I want us to look at the law of productivity. Remember, the title of our training is Growing Your Income. Okay? How many of us still remember the title of our event, of our training this evening? We're talking about how to make more money, how to grow your income, how to expand your income. Okay? Now, let me tell you something. There are some laws in growing your income that you must note. One of the laws that you must note, yes, Mr. Olawa Mide Mudube, how to build your income. You're on track. Okay. Now, the law states that input determines output. One of the laws you cannot omit if you want to build your income, if you want to grow your income from one level to another, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot disobey the law of productivity. The law of productivity says input determines output. What you give is what you get. Garbage in, garbage out. It was Jeff Roberti that said, I'm going to look at the mirror. I'm not going to look to my upline. I'm not going to look to my downline. I'm not going to, some of us, your problem is that you are looking at everybody but yourself. Okay? You're blaming your upline. You're blaming your downlines. You're blaming C21FG. You are blaming everybody that should be blamed. You're blaming the government. You're blaming the economy. You're blaming everybody that should be blamed. It's possible that somebody might even be blaming the mastermind, blaming your upline leader, blaming everybody that should be blamed, but you are not blaming yourself. I said Jeff Roberti, $1 million earner, earned over $100 million in network marketing. He said something. He said, I'm not going to look to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. I'm going to look at the mirror. The person that I see in the mirror is responsible for my success. Do you know what? You must not forget the law of productivity. The law of productivity says, do less, earn less. Do more, earn more. Please type it down on the chat handle for me. Do less, earn less. Do more, earn more. The fastest way I'll know that you are not sleeping and you're following me is by responding on the chat handle. Do less, earn less. Do more, earn more. If you do less, you will earn less. It's basic. It's sacrosanct. The person that planted more will harvest more. The person that planted more, if you do less, you will earn less. If you do more, you will earn more. It's basic. It's a basic law. See, if you do less this month, you will earn less this month. Your business has not gotten to that point where it is on autopilot, where it is running on its own. You have not gotten to that point. You are still on the build-up stage. You will get there, but you have not yet gotten there. You are still on the process. You are still on the journey. So you should take note of this point. If I do less, I will earn less. If I do more, I will earn more. If I do more prospecting, I will earn more. If I do more inviting, I will earn more. If I do more launches, I will earn more. If I hold more events, I will earn more. If I do less, I will earn less. And do you know what? Do less, earn less, do more, earn more, where the following factors are constants. Number one, God factor. You know that you cannot do this business without God. One of the cardinal cultures of C21FG is that you should commit, hand over your business in the hands of God Almighty, because it is God that gives you the power to create wealth. Do you know that it is God that gives you the capacity to create wealth? It is God that gives you what it takes for you to earn wealth, for you to become wealthy. Every good gift, perfect gift comes from above. It comes from God, right? So you must take into cognizance the God factor. Number 2 points you must take into cognizance. These are constants. Number 2 is mentorship. You cannot joke with mentorship. That's why if you're avoiding training, if you don't attend trainings, if your downlines, your team members, your business partners are not attending trainings, you are not actually building a team. You're not building a team. You're not building a team. So you will only perform how best you know. Do you know that you cannot do more than what you know? You will only do as much as you know. Let me give you an example. If you know 1, 2, and 3, okay, all you know is 1, is 2, and is 3. Now, let me ask you, can you be able to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? If all you know is 1, 2, 3, can you do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Is it possible? If all you know is 1, 2, 3, can you possibly do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Okay, you cannot. Okay, so because you don't know, you need to know. And how do you know? One of your biggest strengths is to know the things that you don't know and then find a way to know them. So you need to know. And how do you know? What's the fastest way to know? The answer is point B. And point B is what we call mentorship. Now, are we lacking mentorship in C21FG? Of course, the answer is no. Mentorship is very much available. Mentorship is everywhere for you. The fastest way for you to know the things you don't know so that you can operate on a higher level to produce greater results is through mentorship. Our business is a business of training and capacity building. So when you get mentored, you do better, okay? And do you know what? There is a phrase that is going to help you. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more I learn, the more I earn. The more you learn, the more I earn. The more I learn, the more I earn. I want you to tap yourself. Say to yourself, in this business, are you practicing? Are you doing it with me? Say to yourself, in this business, the more I learn, the more I earn. If you learn more, you will earn more. So readers of today, they are the leaders of tomorrow. It's even written in your Bible and in my Bible, for those of us that are Christians. It says, it's the glory of God to hide a thing. It is the honor of kings to search out the matter. So only kings learn. Only noble people learn. Only noble people absorb. The more you learn, the more you earn. Learning is for noble people. Learning is for noble men and noble women. The glory of God is to hide a thing. The honor of kings is to search out the matter. You are a king if you are learning. You are a queen if you are learning. And the more you learn, the more you earn. Now, another thing that is going to help you, these things are constants, is skill. Okay? Is skill. The more your skill, the better results you can achieve. The more your skill, remember we are still looking at the law of productivity. The more your skill, and we look at input determines output, okay? The more your skill, the more your results. Our mastermind told us, he said, when skill is increased, you will find out that anxiety will reduce. If your skill increases, your anxiety will decrease. Your prayer will even reduce because you are more skillful. The more skill you have, the more you find out that anxiety will reduce. You will not be anxious anymore. All your anxiety will just fly. Poof! Because your skill has increased. If you improve your skill of prospecting, you will do more numbers and you will prospect more correctly. If you increase your skill of inviting, you're going to invite better and you're going to get better results. It's sacrosanct. So the more you improve your skill, the better results you get. In fact, if you improve your skill, your anxiety will go away. Let me ask you, are you here as a new partner or as a new active partner? You just started a business and you are very anxious. You are saying to yourself, will I do well in this business? Will I make money in this business? Let me tell you a short story. One of my downlines, this man just signed up to the business. And after signing up, the man began to become anxious. He began to fidget. He was saying, am I sure this business is real? Will I make it in this business? Will I make money from this business? Are you sure this business is going to work for me? He even came down to ask me. He said, this business, is it real? Is it working? Are you sure this business is as you said it is? Now, that is the sign of what? What's the sign of, what does that show you? The man was anxious. Another woman, the same thing. Is it real? Is it true? Is it working? Now, if you find yourself being anxious, the problem is that you lack the skills. Because the skill will move you from being a poser to being an amateur. And from being an amateur, you will become a professional. So do you know what? That same person, both the man, both the woman, as time went on, they began to learn the skill. They began to become better in the business. They began to gain more knowledge. Remember, you say the more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. They began to get the skill. They began to get the knowledge. They began to know better. Their skill began to improve. Boom. The same man that was asking me, is this business real? Is this business working? Is this business what you said it is? The same man is now a leader in the team. The same woman is now a leader in the team. They have successfully moved from being posers, from being amateurs, and they are now growing to become professionals. It's skill. So if you are here and you are worried, will I find more people to prospect? What skill do you need to go and learn? If you're worried and you're asking yourself, will I find more people to prospect? Which skill do you need to go and learn about? Talk to me. Which skill do you need to learn about? The nurse needs to learn for her to practice her profession proficiently. She needs to go and learn the skill of nursing. The doctor needs to go and learn about medicine. The lawyer needs to go and learn about law before he can be called a lawyer. An engineer cannot be called an engineer until he gets the skill that is required for him to be called an engineer. An accountant cannot be called an accountant until he or she has gotten the skill of accounting. Do you know what? In our business, for you to become a professional, for you to remove all your anxiety, you need to build yourself and learn the skill. Because when skill increases, anxiety reduces, prayers reduces, your results increases. You will learn the skill of prospecting. It's a skill. You learn it. You learn the skill of inviting. As a new partner that became an active partner, you need to learn how to make calls. I can remember some years back when I saw the mastermind for the very first time. My upline leader, my boss, Engineer Israel, took me for that training. And then when he took me for that training, you see the value of training again. The more you learn, the more you earn. Now, in that training, the mastermind stood up when he was about to train. The first question he asked us, he was asking people in the hall. He said, how many of you know how to make calls? How many of you know how to make calls? Now, the moment he asked that question, how many of you know how to make calls? A number of people rose their hands, and many people did not raise their hands. A number of people did not raise their hands. In my mind, what was going on is, which one is calls? What is calls? What do they mean by calls? I now found out, now that I'm now growing in the business, I discovered that call is simply inviting. The more people you invite into the hall, the more people seated in the hall, the more chances of sign-ups. Is it true or false? If you invite 5 people and those 5 persons are seated in the hall, can you from 5 people generate at that point, can you from 5 people generate 10 sign-ups, 10 heads, 10 people that sign up? I mean, at that point in time, is it possible? The number of people you show your business to is the number of sign-ups that you are likely to have per meeting. The lesser number of persons in the hall, the lesser number of results you will get. The higher number of persons in the hall, the higher the chances of you getting signed up in the hall. So what must you do? You must learn how to put more people into the hall. It's a skill. Just as the lawyer cannot be called a lawyer until he learns law, just as an engineer cannot be called an engineer until he learns the skill of engineering. Guess what? A medical doctor cannot be called a medical doctor until he knows medicine. You must, in this business, intentionally take up your scripts and begin to learn how to book calls professionally. Okay? Am I communicating? The same thing applies to all the skills. Okay? Now, another thing that you must take constant is consistency. Remember that we are talking about the law of productivity, where consistency is constant. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. For you to be able to become productive, you must be consistent. Okay? You must not be that person that is easily distracted. There must be focus. What are you being focused on? You're focused on building your team. You're focused on building along the structure. You are focused on building your team to be knowledgeable people in a business. You are focused on personal development. Yeah, you are focused on following the training and mentorships. Now, do you know what? It is one thing to be part of this meeting today. It is another thing to remember the things that were said. I tell you, many people, in few minutes' time, they've forgotten everything that was said. Everything. They cannot remember anything that was said. Do you know what? For you to be able to become productive, you must activate remembrance. There's somebody in this meeting now. Your problem is that you're always forgetting. After training, you forget. You not even remember what was trained about. Ask the person what was the topic of this training. The person can't remember. Do you know what you must do? You must activate remembrance. Another way to remember things down is to write it down. Jim Rohn said, don't use your head for a filing cabinet. Write it down. Don't use your head for a filing cabinet. The faintest ink is better than the brightest mind. Okay? Now you must also put into cognizance goal setting. Goal setting is a constant. For you to be able to achieve your dreams, for you to be able to become the person that you're supposed to be, for you to be productive, you must put goal setting into cognizance. Another one is strategy. You must develop strategies. You must develop the requisite strategies that are required for you to be able to achieve your dreams and your goals. Strategy. Okay? And do you know what? If you don't have strategy, what will happen is that you'll be going round and round and round and round without really achieving results. If you don't develop strategy, you'll be going round and round and round and you will not achieve results. The strategy that you need to achieve your results, you must develop it. Now, have you ever seen a nation go to battle without strategy? Have you ever seen a nation go to battle without strategy? Is it possible? Have you ever seen doctors start operating on somebody? No strategy, no direction, no what have you, nothing. Okay? So you must have strategy. If you want to build your income, you must have strategy. Do you know another thing you must have? If you are following this training, type the points H for me. What is the next thing you must have? What is the next thing you must have? I want to be sure that you are following me. I hope I'm not talking to myself. You must have urgency. The worst thing that can happen to a man is if he thinks that he has a lot of time. The worst thing that can happen to a woman is if she thinks that she has a lot of time. The problem with many people, I can tell you for sure that the reason why many people are not hitting their income goal is because they lack the sense of urgency. What must you do today? You must understand the law that governs productivity. One of the factors that can make you more productive is if you can add a little bit more urgency. Urgency in doing all the things that you are supposed to do. Okay? Urgency, urgency, urgency. That thing you should do tomorrow. That thing you are saying you want to do tomorrow. Why not do it today? Why not do it now? You should have done it yesterday. Why are you saying tomorrow? That thing you wanted to do yesterday that you said you would do today, now the day is almost over and you are saying, no, I'll do it tomorrow. What is the likelihood that you are going to do it tomorrow? Sir, ma, you must add urgency. You need to do it immediately. Yes. Mr. Olawamide, no procrastination. Do it now. Do it immediately. Do your prospecting now. Do your inviting now. Do your follow-up now. Do it now, not tomorrow. Are we together? Do it now. I don't know what you need to tell yourself. What are the things that you think you've been procrastinating on that you need to do now? What are the things you've been procrastinating on that you think you need to do now? What are the things you've been procrastinating on that you think you need to do now so that you'll be celebrated in September? So that you will not be among the persons that will say, oh, how I wish I was celebrated in September. Okay, I want to be celebrated in October. Do you know what? If you can add urgency and do it now, this month of September will not elude you. You will be celebrated. If you can put up your strategy and you begin to implement it now. Yes, Mr. or Mrs. Rashid, I don't know, you said home launch. Good. Do your home launch now, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. Say, I'll do my home launch between now and weekend, between now and the next 3 days. I did my office launch before. I will do another one again. And I'll do it before this weekend. Urgency. Do it now. Okay? Now, there is another law that you need to take cognizance of if you want to work on your income. If you want to build income, another law you must take cognizance of is the law of sowing and reaping. Yes, I'm seeing them one by one presentation, home launches. You know what to do, do it. Okay? Another law is the law of sowing and reaping. Now, there's a parable that was told in the Bible, the parable of the sower, how the sower went out to sow. If you want to work on your income, if you want to grow your income, you must become a sower. You must begin to sow. When the sower went out to sow seeds, some of the seeds that he sowed, while he was throwing his seeds, some fell by the roadside. Some fell among thorns. Okay? Some fell by the roadside. Some fell among thorns. Do you know what? Some of the seed fell on stony ground. Do you know what? Some of the seeds did not get to their destination. Some of the seeds did not get to where they are supposed to go to. So they fell among thorns. So some of them fell among stony ground. But do you know what? Did the sower stop sowing? No. The sower did not stop sowing. He kept on sowing. And then he finally sowed. And some fell on the profitable soil, on the productive soil. And those seeds that he sowed began to produce some 30, some 60, some 100-fold. If you want to build your income, you cannot negate, you cannot be oblivious of the law of sowing and reaping. If you don't sow, you will not reap. If you sow, what happens to you? If you don't sow, you will not reap. What if you sow? What will happen to you? If you don't sow, you will not reap. But if you sow, what will happen to you? If I don't sow, I will not reap. But what if I sow? I will reap. You will reap. If you sow, you will reap. And do you know what? You will even reap bountifully. Yes. You can imagine if you sow corn in the ground, when the corn grows and it's time for harvest, there is no way you are going to reap one corn or one seed rather. Before you know what's happening, when the corn is grown, you are going to harvest bountifully. One seed of corn can give birth to a nation. So what you must not stop doing is sowing. If the law of sowing and reaping says the more you sow, the more you reap, then do you know what? If you sow and then you reap, then what you must not stop doing is sowing. You will keep sowing. I love that. Nwachukwu Adaku say, I will sow and reap. Yes, because you sowed, you will reap. Because you prospected, you will get sign up. Because you invited, you will get results. Because you promoted events, you will get a higher result. Yes, that's it. It's natural. It's the law of nature. You can't cheat nature. The person that sowed, the person reaps. What if you sow more than other people? What if you sow more than other people? What if you sow more than the other person that was complaining? That person was complaining. The economy is bad. Things are difficult. Things are hard. Things are not working. And you did not even listen to whether the economy is bad or not. You just kept sowing, just like the sower. I had a story of a man. This man was trying to climb the tree. And while this man was trying to climb the tree, people were shouting at the base. And this man cannot hear. This man does not, he can't hear. Why people were shouting at the base? They were shouting at him, telling him that fire, there's fire, there's fire. This man was not hearing that fire is burning down. The man kept on climbing higher and higher. And by the time he got to the top, he was able to reach to the top even before, because he thought that what they were saying is move forward, move forward, move forward. Do you know what? If you listen to people, you will not sow. If you listen to people around you, if you observe the economy, if you observe the economy, if you watch at things happening, you will not sow. But if you sow more, you will reap more. And do you know what? After you have sowed, expect harvest. Some will produce for you 30. Some will produce for you 60. And some will produce for you 100-fold. Let me ask you, how many of us tomorrow you will start sowing? Maybe you went to sleep on sowing, but after this meeting, you have decided, okay, I'm going to sow again. I'm going to call down my friend. I'm going to speak to my sister. This my brother, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to go to my office tomorrow and I will plan office lunch. How many of us are making up your minds? You're saying, I'm going to sow again. Do you know what? If you look at the seed you sowed yesterday that did not profit you, you will say, oh, it's like another one will not profit you. But do you know what? You need to close your ears. You need to focus on sowing. Focus on sowing. I'm asking you, how many of us will focus on sowing from today? You will not listen to all the naysayers. You will not listen to all the dream stealers, all the people telling you that your business is not going to work. You're wasting your time. I mean it. This is not motivational talk. I'm asking you a question. I want you to answer me. Will you, from this meeting, go out and say, I will sow again? In fact, as we are even talking now, you are even deciding, you are even thinking of the people that you're supposed to prosper, the people you're supposed to invite. You're making up your mind. I will sow again. Tomorrow I'll sow again. I will not allow anybody to discourage me. I will sow again. That's it. If you sow more, you'll get more. It's natural. Okay? It's natural. Let me ask this question again. I want to ask this question. And this question is directed to you. I'm asking you, listening to me. You have been sowing 5. Will you decide to increase the number of your sowing? How many of us will increase our numbers today? You used to, some people, you said you prospected 2. You said you prospected 10. You said you prospected 15. And from this training, you have now understood that the person that prospected 15 have not even prospected. The person that prospected 10 have not prospected. The person that prospected 8 did not even do anything. So you are saying from today, I'm going to increase my numbers. When next I go to prospect tomorrow, I will, in fact, I'm going to add urgency to it. I will add urgency. Tomorrow, I'm going to prospect, and I will not do anything less than 30. If I don't do 30, I'm not coming back. Increase your number. Wow. Another law you must take note of, another law you must take cognizance of is the law of averages. The law of averages. The law of averages states that it's a numbers game. Okay, somebody please help me type it there on the chat handle. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Don't play with your numbers. Increase your numbers. Don't joke with your numbers. Instead of doing less numbers, do more numbers. It's a numbers game. Network marketing is a business of numbers. When I was starting, I defined income as the sum total of revenue you generate from doing the income producing activities with your team. So you have to do the numbers. You are doing more activities daily, little activities with a large number of persons. You're doing your numbers. It's a numbers game. So if it's a numbers game, do you know what? The more numbers you do, the better you become. If you do more numbers, your skill improves. It's a secret. It's a secret. The more numbers you do, if you do more presentations, very soon you'll become a firebrand presenter. If you do more prospecting, very soon you'll be chewing prospecting like nothing. If you do more inviting, very soon, before when you started, when you make your call, when you invite, you find out that each time you invite, you book your call, only one person shows up. The law of averages says, if you do 10, you get 1. You do 10, you get 1. You do 10, you get 1. But as time goes on, a ratio will now appear. You do 10, you got 2. You do 10, you got 2. You do 10, you got 2. And before you know what's happening, you do 10 and you get 3 because you are now improving on the law of averages. You cannot negate this law, the law of averages. Now let's talk about how to build your income. How can you build your income? The first thing you must know and you must understand, if you want to build your income, you must first decide how much you want to earn and what it will take you to achieve it. I said the first thing you must do when you want to build your income, you must first and foremost decide, how much do I want to earn? Any man that wants to go on a journey, you first calculate the cost. You say to yourself, okay, I want to go to Abuja. I want to go to Lagos. I want to go to XYZ destination. Where do you want to go to? Decide that. Have you decided that? Let me ask you on the chat handle, how much do you want to earn this month? Write it there on the chat handle for me. How much do you want to earn this month? 2 million, 500,000, 500K, 1 million, 500,000. Wow. So the good thing now is that you know how much you want to earn. Okay? You know how much you want to earn this month. You need to know the amount of money you want to earn. Know it. Do you know what? After knowing the amount of money you want to earn, you must start early. Start early. Okay? The next thing you must do is to write it down. I'm seeing some people saying millions of naira. That's not what I asked you. I said, how much? How much do you want to earn this month? Know it. Start early. Write it down. Put it in writing. In your Bible and in my Bible, Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision down. Make it plain so that the person that sees will run. Write the vision down. There's a magic with writing things down. Write the vision down. Take it, place it in a position where you can see it every day. I don't know how many of you will practice this thing. I hope I'm not just telling you something, you'll not even put it into practice. If you're going to practice this thing I'm telling you, let me know. Let me know whether I should continue or whether I should stop. Maybe I'll just summarize it. How many of you will practice it? If you will not practice it, let me just summarize this meeting and go my way. No time to check time. There's no time to waste. I'm seeing you now. I'm seeing all the people that will practice it. Do you know, as you begin to practice this thing now, God will just start giving you ideas. You start getting inspiration. You start growing from one level to another. Decide how much you want to earn, what it will take to achieve it. Start early. Don't start next week. Next week is late. Don't start in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time is late. Start tonight. Start tonight. Write the vision down. Make it plain. Don't make it coarse. Don't make it foggy. Okay? Write it down. Put it in a position where you can see it every day. Say to yourself, I will earn 500,000 naira by the end of September. I have earned it. You can even say, I, XYZ, put your name there, have earned XYZ amount of money in September. Okay? Now, the next thing you must do is to set up accountability measures. Okay? Set up accountability measures, follow mentorship. Follow mentorship. Have an accountability partner, somebody that will keep you in check. Because sometimes if you want to achieve some things, you need somebody that's going to nudge you, give you some push, give you some knock, give you some pushing. Say, you can't do less, you can do more, you can do better. Permit me to be your accountability partner tonight. I'm telling you, you can do it. So write it down, make it plain. The next thing you must do is to follow mentorship, have an accountability partner, okay? The next thing you must do is to know your DTC. Know your DTC, know your legs, your accounts. You need to know your legs very well. Do you know the leg that matches you 3 times? Do you know the leg that matches you 2 times? Do you know the leg that matches you 1 time? You need to understand all those things. Know your legs. Know your DTC. Okay? The next thing you must do is to work with your team. Okay? Help another person. You want to make 500K, help another person make 250K. Tell the person you can do it. Let's do it together. Let's set up your home lunch. Let's set up your office lunch. Okay? Know your DTC, work with your team, and then do you know what? Work with your calendar. If you must achieve it, you must have a calendar. And let me ask you, let me know if somebody knows the answer to this question. What is your calendar to you? What is your, in network marketing, what do you call your calendar? What do you call your calendar? What is your calendar called? Reminder? What is your calendar? Your DMO, your checkmates, your momentum? I want to let you know, you have one boss in this business, and your boss is your calendar. Your boss is your calendar. Your calendar is your boss. Your boss, your calendar tells you when you should sleep, when you should rest, when you should do what you're supposed to do. You don't do what your body tells you. You do what your calendar tells you. If your calendar says today is for prospecting, you must obey your calendar. Okay? Your calendar is your boss. Okay? Now, how do you know how many codes you want to generate? Let's say you want to make 500,000. I saw some of you saying, I want to make 500,000. Now you want to know how many codes you're supposed to generate. So look at the formula there. You want to know how many codes you are supposed to generate. 500,000 divided by 0.8, divide your answer by 7,000. You know how many codes you're supposed to generate. So for those of you who said you're supposed to generate, you want to make 500,000, how many codes do you need to generate now to make 500,000 this month? How many codes? If it is matching you once, how many codes do you generate? Do you need to generate? Follow this formula, follow the formula. If it is matching you just once, now what if it is matching you 2 times? If it is matching you 2 times, how many codes? Can somebody here become angry today and just go? You say, in fact, what have I been doing? Do you mean that I've just been sleeping? I've been sleeping on the bicycle. Oh my God. You become offended and say, do you know what? I'm going to go and generate 45 codes on that leg that is matching me 2 times in the next 2 weeks. You will make 500,000. If it is matching you 2 times, 45 codes. So what if it's 1 million? How many codes do you need to generate? If it is 1 million, how many codes do you need to generate? If it is matching you once, that's why you should have multiple accounts. That's why you should not be operating one account. Go and upgrade your account so that you can be enjoying multiple matches. Go and upgrade your accounts. Tomorrow morning, rush to your office, go to your leader, say, leader, please, oh, I don't want to have one account again. I want to have 31 accounts. Please, how do I upgrade my accounts? I want to have 15 accounts. How do I upgrade my accounts? Am I talking to somebody here? Am I talking to somebody here? Don't operate one account. Don't operate one account. As a potential Kingsman, the least account you should operate is 3 accounts. 3 accounts is let my people go. Let my people go. You should operate more than 3 accounts. Why not go for 31? Why not max out your account? When I started a business, one of the first things I had some time ago, I had the CEO saying, in IPO QSG, they said, maximize the compensation plan. Maximize the compensation plan. Why should you earn less when you can actually earn much more and you are not committing a crime? Why should you earn less when you can actually earn much more and you are not committing any crime? Why should you earn less when the company says earn more Maximize your income. Okay. Before I move on, somebody please tell, I want to ask you, how many of you will upgrade your accounts between now and weekend? You will upgrade your accounts so that you can earn multiple matches. Let me see you on the chat handle. You say, I attended active partners meeting and I had 2 accounts. I had 1 account. I had 3 accounts. But now I'm going for 31 accounts. How many of you here will upgrade your accounts before this week ends? I want to see you on the chat handle. Before this week ends, you promise that, in fact, you are promising me and you are promising yourself that you are going to upgrade your accounts between now and weekend. How many accounts will you upgrade to? Let me know on the chat handle. How many accounts are you going to upgrade to? Let me know on the chat handle. Quickly, I don't have time. I still have something to show you, so be answering me fast so that I can go to the next. 31 accounts. That's beautiful. Joy Bassi, make sure you do it. Nebo Eunice, 31 accounts. Okafor, 31 accounts. 15 accounts, 11 accounts. From 15 to 31, Ola Silvanos. Now you are talking. Judy Fine, 15 accounts. That's what it's supposed to be. Okay? Because you are a professional and because you deserve the best. 19 accounts. Yes, do it. And I hope you are not just typing it. I hope you are going to do just what you said you would do. I'm holding you accountable to do it. Congratulations to you. Let's go to the next. Let's look at some challenges that people have. Why do they not build their income? What are some common challenges that people have in building their income? One of the common challenges is the start and stop mentality. Starting and stopping. Starting and stop. You start, you never finish. Okay? Now, see, when we started this meeting, we were about 300 and something persons. But do you know what? We've not even done this meeting for so long, and some people have left the meeting. They don't finish what they start. They never finish. They never finish. May God give you the grace and give me the grace to have the finisher's mentality. Please, if you are still in this meeting, type for me finisher's mentality. Finisher's mentality. Are you a finisher? Finisher's mentality. Finisher's mentality. Are you a finisher? You finish what you start. Yes, the mentality of a finisher. Okay? One of the problems people have is that they never finish what they start. They start, they never finish. They start, they never finish. You should have the finisher's mentality. I should have the finisher's mentality. This is one of the problems people have. They never grow their income. They start the business with the Ponzi scheme mentality. They want to start making billions overnight. They've not even learned anything. They are just starting a business. They don't even know their left from their right. But do you know what? They are asking, after I make this money, when next will they pay me another money? After this one, when will they pay me? When, after this alert, when will they pay me another alert? When will I get another money? Instead of them to be asking, the more they learn, the more I learn, the more I earn. Okay, what do I need to learn next? They should have been more crazy to learn. They should have been more active to learn. The penchant should be there to learn more. So don't have the start and stop mentality, always starting and never finishing. Have the finisher's mentality. What does a finisher think in his mind? What goes on in the mind of a finisher? What does a finisher think in her mind? What goes on in their mind? Another problem that people have, challenges on building income, is distractions. If you allow yourself to be distracted, distractions here and there. You will never finish. You will never build income. You will never build a sustainable income if you're always distracted. You are to this week you are serious, next week you're unserious. This week you are active, next week you are inactive. You are active this week, then in the next 2 weeks before you become active again. No, you can't build income that way. Another one is poor drive and passion. No drive, your drive is weak. Your passion is weak. You have poor drive. There's no passion in your heart to achieve your goal. See, the thing that separates success from failure is passion. Because if you are passionate about succeeding, maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but one day you'll be celebrated. So you have to have the drive and the passion, okay? Another thing you need, the challenge, one of the other challenges that people face or have is weak or poor belief. Their belief is weak. Their belief is poor. Their belief in the company, in Alliance Emotion Global is weak. They are here, but they are not here. They are doing like, they are in 5 different companies. Jack of all trade, master of none. You are in AIM Global. You are in this one. You are in that one. You are in the other one. You are a forex trader. You are doing this. You are doing that. Jack of all trade, master of none. Focus on one and become a professional. If you ask me, I will say you have started a gold mine. You just hit jackpot, but you need to have the belief and the focus in what you are doing. Focus in this company, Alliance Emotion Global. Focus in C21FG. Focus in the leadership of C21FG. We have the best masterminds guiding us. And for us in 381 family, we have the best mastermind out of all the masterminds. And do you know what? If you can just listen, you can build a better income. If you can just follow mentorship, you can build a better income. Another challenge is no accountability system, poor accountability system, no mentorship, not mentorable. Some people, you are mentoring them and they are unmentoring themselves. You are mentoring them. You're saying, okay, go this way. And they are saying, no. Oh my God. If you are mentorable, you can achieve more. Now, let me give you one of the secrets to mentorship. Take the words of your mentor, of your leader at its face value. Take the words, the training, the mentorship of your leader at its face value. Take it for what it is. If your leader says A, please don't interpret A as A plus, as what have you. Take it at its face value. My leader said I should go out and prospect at least 30 people tomorrow. I will do exactly what my leader said I should do. How about you? My leader said I should go out, I should make sure that I complete 35 book calls to 40 book calls tomorrow. I will do exactly what my leader said I should do without changing A or B. What about you? What will you do? What about you? What will you do? Will you do what your leader said you should do? What about you? Will you do what your leader said you should do? Will you be mentorable? Some of us, the problem is that you don't really take what your leader tells you seriously. You don't really take what your mentorship tells you seriously. You don't take it at its face value, okay? You need to desist from that. How many of us you will change from not being mentorable? You start being mentorable. You will take it at its face value, okay? I don't know if there's any person here making a U-turn. I will become mentorable. Okay, the next one is poor standards. Do you know that the more income you earn, the better the team that you build? The more income you earn, the better the team you build. Okay? The more income you earn, you build a better team. What if you set the standard in your team? Let me tell you one of the standards you should set. I will outwork everybody I know. I will outstudy everybody I know. I will outlast everybody I know. It's a standard. Type it on the chat handle if you are still here. Type it on the chat handle quickly for me. I will outwork everybody I know. Is a standard on the chat handle. I will outstudy everybody I know. Is a standard. I will outlast everybody I know. Are you still in this meeting? Is a standard. Set for yourself standards. Set standards. I will outwork everybody I know. Please help me type it on the chat handle. I will outwork everybody. I will outstudy everybody. And I'll outlast everybody. Okay? Now, another challenge is poor skills. Poor skills. And then, of course, they thought that you have more time. Some people think that they have a lot of time to do what they are supposed to do yesterday. You need to work on that so that you can be able to overcome that challenge. Now, let's look at what could go wrong. What are the things that could go wrong if you don't build your income? You will lose a lot of opportunities. How many opportunities have you lost because you don't have money? How many opportunities have you lost because you didn't have the finance? How many opportunities have you lost? Think about it. What could go wrong if you don't build your income? Loss of opportunities. No growth. Your growth will be poor. Your growth will, you might not even grow. Your growth will be stunted. Okay? You will experience stunted growth if you don't build your income. Another one is dependence. You'll be very dependent. You'll be depending on almost everybody for everything. You'll be dependent. If you don't build your income, what happens? Dependence. If you don't build your income, you will just be dependent on everybody for everything. If you don't build your income, you'll be dependent on everybody. How many of us like the idea of being dependent? How many of us like the idea of being dependent? Have you ever seen somebody that is dependent? You are doing this business, but you are still asking for money. It's not right. You're doing this business and you are still borrowing. You're not right. You're doing this business and you are still taking loan from the bank. You are still going to take loan. No. You have a cash flow system. You have something that can generate money for you every day. Let me ask you, how many times does the company pay money every day? If you know the answer, let me know on the chat handle. How many times does the company pay money every day? How many times does the company pay money every day? The company pays money 2 times every day, twice every day, twice every day, 2 times. In the morning, in the evening, in the morning, in the evening, in the morning, in the evening, in the morning, in the evening. Every day, 2 times every day. But do you know what? People are still going to borrow money. Do you know what? It's because you are not building your income. Okay? dependence. The next thing you start owing, debts. If you don't build your income, you start owing people here and there. You will be buying things on credit. God forbid. And you are doing, they ask you, which business are you doing? You say, I'm a network marketer. Which organization? Say, I'm in C21FG. I'm a social entrepreneur. But please, madam, give me milk. Give me Indomie. Give me this. Give me that. I will pay you by the end of the month. Error. You are not building your income. That's why. It's an error. Don't worry, I'll pay you by the end of the month. Error. Please, somebody help me. Type it on the chat handle. Type for me cash and carry. Cash and carry. If you are doing this business, everything you are buying is what? Cash and carry. Find out. That's why this training is going on, so that you will be able to know what the things that you are not doing right, so that you can begin to correct them. Some of us here, you are owing money, you are owing, you have debts, things are not working the way they are supposed to work. You are in need. Currently, as we are speaking, sir, headache, you have headache because of the things you need money for. My brother, my sister, Sama, there is an error somewhere. You need to correct it. You shouldn't be in debt. When I started my business in 2019, I started as a debtor. I was owing the bank. From this business, I paid the bank their money. And I was able to replace the things I lost. And by God's grace, today I even have more. You can pay your debts from this business. Do you know you can pay your debts from this business? How much did you say you are owing again? Is it 2 million? Is it 3 million? Forget about it. You can pay it from this business. Somebody said, no, my own is 10 million. You can pay that 10 million from this business. Okay? Do you know what? You can, if you don't build your income, no recognition. No recognition. No recognition for you. If you don't build your income, you will be static at a particular level. You will always be complaining. If you don't build your income, you will be always the one complaining. Or the one, every time you are talking, you're the one complaining. Do you know what? If you don't build your income, you'll be a discouragement to your team. You'll be a discouragement to your members, your team members. You'll be a discouragement to your family. You will have loss of focus, loss of vision, loss of direction. If you don't build your income, you will not have results to show. So you'll be experiencing a lot of rejection. But do you know what? Let me show you the other side. What will go right if you build your income? You have income and cash flow, more money for you. If you take up the project of building your income, you will have cash flow. You will become independent. You can now do things on your own. You will become an influencer. You will inspire others. You are going to inspire a lot of people. They will say, if you can do it, I too, I can also do it. You are going to experience team growth. Your team will grow. Your team will grow. If you build your income, you're going to experience team growth. You will have numerical increase. Why should you all the time remain only you? You have 5 in your team. You have 6 persons in your team. No, now. You will have numerical growth. You will have personal growth. Do you know what? If you build your income, you will be able to take advantage of opportunities. You will be able to take advantage of opportunities when they come calling. You will be able to contribute to matters that, to things that matter to you. You will be composed. You will have confidence. You will achieve your dreams. You are going to rank advance. You will have possibilities. I don't know if there's any person here that is dreaming of possibility tonight as I prepare to wrap up this meeting. Is there any person here dreaming of possibility tonight? As I prepare to wrap up this meeting, how many of us here, you begin to build your income from tonight? Let me see you on the chat handle. Who is here that is thinking of possibility? Is there any person like that? Is there any person thinking of possibilities tonight? You are making up your mind. You're saying, you know what? I'm going to build my income from this point. Am I talking to somebody? Did I speak to anybody today? You're thinking of possibilities. When you have money, you need results to cancel insults. When you have money, you begin to do things the way you are supposed to do them. Money stops nonsense. Build your income so that you can be able to afford the life that you desire. So that by December, you can give your family the dream that this December, you can make this December a different December for your family. It's going to be different if you make up your mind to build your income. My final words as I prepare to wrap up this meeting. What do you need to do to build your income? The first thing you must do is to decide. Make up your mind. I'm going to build my income from today, and I am not going to look back. I've decided I'm building my income, and I'm not taking no for an answer. Do you know what? You need to also forgive yourself for the past errors, for the past mistakes, for not giving your business the attention that it deserves, for not building your income, building your business accordingly. You need to forgive yourself. Our business is a very forgiving business. When you find out your errors, when you find out your mistakes, you can now say, from this point forward, I get it right. From this point forward, I'll do it correctly. From this point forward, I'll not make the mistake again that I made of not building my income. Okay? Forgive yourself. Okay? Start where you are. Start from where you are. Start from here. Start from now. Set the goal. Set your goal. Align to mentorship. Okay? Align to mentorship. And as you align to mentorship, take action. Do the income producing activities. As you take action and as you do the income producing activities, your income will begin to grow. Your income will begin to build up. And the next thing you're going to find out is that you will be celebrated. Okay? You will be celebrated. Your dreams will come true. You will be celebrated by September ending. And not just in September, it will keep going on and on and on. So with these few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and show you and help you to understand that building your income is a worthy project. It's something you should embark on. It's something that you should do. It's something you should start from now, not tomorrow. It's something you should add urgency to. It's something you should take up as a project, okay? And I want to see you being celebrated because I know that you can do it. And you know we are the best that's ever been, and we are the best that we ever be. And do you know what? With God on our side, we are unstoppable. We are unstoppable. We are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Okay? The situations around us, the economic situations, the economic climate, everything around us cannot stop us. We belong to the top. Okay? God bless us all as we go and embark on building our income. Enjoy.